welcome back to Googie's Kitchen, and if you are new here then hello and welcome. My name's Alexis and today I want to show you how to make my delicious vegetable korma. As I just mentioned, today I want to show you how to make my delicious vegetable korma. Now this recipe I'm going to be cooking in my slow cooker because I find this a great way to make meals. If you don't have a slow cooker then you could make this on the hob as well. But for today I'm going to be making it in my slow cooker because, as I said, I find this the quickest and easiest way to make a meal sometimes. When I'm really busy, my slow cooker comes in really handy. So if you haven't got one and you are thinking of investing, I would, and I will link this one in the description box below for you. This isn't an advert for slow cookers. I just want to say how much I appreciate having one myself. So yes, as I said, this recipe is really quick and easy. It only takes about half an hour to prepare it and then about 4 to 8 hours to cook, and you have a delicious meal on your table. It's full of vegetables, it's full of goodness, and it will feed the whole family as well. So here is how I make my vegetable korma. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some cashew nuts into my NutriBullet cup. If you don't have a NutriBullet and you do have a blender, then please use your blender. You will need a blender for this recipe as well, unless you soak the cashew nuts overnight. If you soak them overnight and you only have a stick blender, then that would work as well. But for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these cashew nuts into my NutriBullet cup. I've put about 100 grams of cashew nuts in there, and that's just to make the sauce really thick and creamy. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add about 500 ml of coconut drink. You can use coconut milk if you can't get coconut drink as well. The only reason I use coconut drink is because it's slightly less calorific, and I also have the cashew nuts in there to make it really thick and creamy. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 1 chopped red chilli to this as well. You can add 2 if you want to. These are mild chilies as well, and I am feeding this to my son, so I will be putting a lot of yoghurt into his at the end as well, just to make sure it's not that spicy. And then I've got 2 garlic cloves that I've just peeled and chopped in half as well. And this recipe does also call for a red onion as well. But unfortunately my son can't have an onion at the moment. We've been to see the homeopath and he's not allowed onion. So
or carrots.
Or carrots, as he just said. So yeah, we're not adding onion or carrots to our menu, but this will be, the onion will be on the original recipe. So yeah, and now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to blend all of these ingredients together. My sauce, my korma sauce, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my vegetables and everything else into the slow cooker. So for this I have already peeled and chopped 1 butternut squash, so I've probably got about 200 grams of butternut squash, and then I've peeled and chopped 1 courgette. In the original recipe I think it says 1 to 2 courgettes, so it's up to you. If you like courgette then add a bit more. And then I've also got 1 red pepper, and the same applies. If you like more red pepper then put it in, please. Yeah, so I'm just going to add all of these vegetables to my slow cooker pot. And I also have chickpeas here as well. So this is a vegan / vegetarian dinner. If you add yogurt to it, then obviously it's going to be vegetarian. But if you add like coconut yogurt, then it can be vegan as well. So I'm going to add 2 tins of chickpeas that I've just washed under the tap and drained as well. And then I have about 500 ml of vegetable stock that I'm going to pour in there. If you aren't vegan or vegetarian, then you could use chicken stock as well if you wanted to. And then I also have my sauce that I've just made, I'm going to add in as well. And then I have about 2 handfuls of green beans. These are frozen green beans, but don't worry, they will defrost when they're in there. And then I have a teaspoon of mild curry powder as well. As this is a korma, I don't want to make it too hot or spicy, so I'm only using a teaspoon of mild curry powder. Then I'm going to put in a teaspoon of ground coriander as well. So I'm just going to add that in as well. And then I'm going to use half a teaspoon of ground turmeric, just to give it a bit of colouring and a bit more flavour as well. So I'm just going to add that in. Turmeric can be quite spicy, so only add a little bit in if you don't like it too spicy. And then I'm going to add half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon as well. And finally, I'm going to add a bit of salt and pepper. I've realised I've just put my salt away. Hang on a minute. So I've got the pepper, so I'm just adding the pepper, and I'm just going to get the salt as well. So I'm just going to add the salt. And then I'm just going to give these a stir round, so I'm going to get a spoon. So as I said, I'm just stirring these round and making sure everything's well mixed together. There is chilli in this, so it will be quite spicy, but as I said at the beginning, if you want to add yoghurt to it at the end, and quite a lot of yoghurt, it does cool it down. So, or coconut yoghurt if you are vegan as well, or a bit of extra coconut cream as well would help too. So yes, now I'm going to get my lid, just go and get my lid, and I'm going to put this onto a low heat for 8 hours now, or you can put it on a high heat for 4 hours if you want it done quicker. So my korma has finished cooking, and I'm just going to lift the lid. It smells absolutely beautiful, it smells really nice. I can't wait to eat this. So I'm just going to serve myself a bit, and then I'll try some as well. So I'm just going to put a little bit in a bowl. The sauce is really thick and creamy, and the cashew nuts make the sauce go really thick and creamy. So please do use the cashew nuts if you're going to make this dish. And I'm just going to add a little bit of rice to that as well. And then I'm just going to try it now. It's still very hot, so I'm going to have to blow on it for a while. So that's how you make my delicious vegetable korma, and the recipe for this I will link in the description box below for you. As I said, I'm off to enjoy this now, so that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to leave any comments below. And please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you all soon. Bye!